Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to a full gentle yoga prenatal yoga class. The timestamps are below if you would like to jump ahead. First of all, you need a couple of blocks, a yoga blanket, and a bolster or a pillow for your practice today. We're going to go ahead and get started with a centering exercise. Go ahead and close your eyes, focus inward, place your hands on your belly, on your growing baby, relaxing your shoulders back and down, lifting up through the crown of the head, becoming rooted in the present moment, letting all your worries and cares drift away, and focusing only on your time that you're spending now with your body and your growing baby. We're going to start with a 3-part breath. Inhaling through the nose, lips are closed. And we're going to start by inhaling through the lower abdomen, expanding the belly to the mid-belly. Finally, the chest rises a little bit. And exhale, chest, mid-belly, and lower abdomen, feeling your belly button move in toward the spine. Inhale, lower abdomen, mid-belly, and chest. And exhale, chest, mid-belly, and lower abdomen. We're going to begin with that Ujjayi breath, the ocean sounding breath. If you're unfamiliar with the Ujjayi breath, I did produce a video so that you can check that out after this video. So let's start with Ujjayi breath, inhaling. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and set your intention for your class today. It could simply be just focusing in, honoring your body, connecting with your growing baby. Let's go ahead and start with some chest rocks here. If you're not so comfortable sitting down on the floor, you can sit on your folded blanket, or if you're in your 3rd trimester, you can sit in butterfly pose for many of these seated pose, which tends to be a little bit more comfortable, especially if you're propped up on a blanket. So let's go ahead and start with our chest rocks here. Pelvis forward, shoulders back, looking up. Exhale, rounding the back, curving the spine. Inhale, coming forward. And exhale, release back. Inhale, coming forward. Release it back. Inhale, forward. And release it back. Let's do some chest circles here. We're just loosening up the spine. Every day when you wake up, when you're pregnant, your body is so incredibly different. You have new aches and pains, or your body's expanded in a weird way, or you have swelling. So we always start our prenatal yoga class with just warm-ups to just limber those muscles, get you warmed up before we stay put in some yoga poses. Let's go ahead and reverse the circles here. Good. Let's switch the cross of the legs just so your feet don't get too pins and needly here. So again, sitting on your blanket or on the floor, Go ahead and open up the fleshy parts of your bottom so you're sitting flat with your sitting bones flat down. What we're going to do here is we're going to walk the hands forward, just as far forward as it feels comfortable. So just walking these hands forward, this is called potted palm forward. Now just lower your head as much as you feel comfortable here and breathe. If you find that your back is loosening up a bit, go ahead and walk your hands forward a little bit more. Go ahead and walk the hands over to your right side, and then bring the left hand forward just a tiny bit more. And now lower your head down and breathe. Let's walk our hands over to the left side, bringing your right hand forward just a tad bit more. Again, lower your head down and breathe. Now go ahead and walk your hands back to the center, crawling those fingertips forward just a little bit. Releasing your head and neck. You may even be able to shake that head side to side a little. And walk the hands back up. Let's go ahead and roll the shoulders back, all the way up to the ears and back, just releasing any tension from your shoulders. Good. Now switch the cross of your legs. And again, at any time, you can prop yourself up on your blanket if you choose. And we're going to do potted palm to the side. So first, we want our spines nice and tall. And move the right hand out just a little bit, palm flat down, reach the left arm up and all the way over. You can look underneath your arm, or you can look down to the floor. Just bend the right elbow gently toward the floor, easing down into it. You should feel this nice side stretch. And breathe. And reaching back up, spine nice and tall. Crawl your fingertips out on your left side, right arm comes up overhead. Open the chest as you're leaning over and bend the left elbow here, looking down or looking under your arm, and breathe. And coming back up to sitting. Let's do shoulder rolls one at a time. Back. I call these sexy shoulders. In reality, it just feels good to loosen up those shoulders a little bit. And one shoulder at a time forward. Now let's go ahead and take butterfly pose. For this pose, I'm going to go ahead and sit on my folded blanket just to elevate the hips a little bit. I'm also on a harder surface, so with butterfly, this just helps to not put so much pressure on those ankles. So sitting up nice and tall, we're going to inhale deeply and exhale coming forward. Forehead comes down. And here I'm going to roll it back up. We're going to do this 4 times. This helps to massage the pancreas, which is really good to massage during pregnancy, especially with gestational diabetes, and you don't want that. So let's go ahead and stimulate that pancreas here. And 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. And a final time. Inhale and exhale forward. Leaving it here, rock your head gently side to side. Coming forward into your butterfly forward stretch. Coming into reaching butterfly, we're going to reach all the way up. Fingertips to the sky, looking up. And then exhale it back down. Left arm reaches up, fingertips to the sky. You can wiggle those fingers a little bit. And coming forward. Right arm reaches up. And exhale forward. And left arm reaches up. And exhale forward. Gently rolling it up. Let's bring our legs forward now and bring your hands behind you to stabilize yourself. And we're just going to shake out those legs. Shake, 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 shake. Shaking them out. And let's do some ankle circles in one direction here. And ankle circles in the opposite direction here. Point and flex your toes. Try not to point too much. You don't want to get leg cramps or get a Charlie horse, which is pretty common while you're pregnant. Good. Now I'm going to go at an angle. You can stay put where you are, but just to show you what we're going to do with the extended leg stretch and forward fold. So we're going to reach our arms up. Inhale. Exhale down, massaging down the sides of the legs with the heels of the hands. The fingertips and palms come to the tops. Good. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, massaging down the sides of the legs, heels of the hands, fingertips come to the top. And inhale, reach. And exhale, massaging down. And one last time, reaching up. And exhale, Really press in. It really helps with the circulation as you are giving yourself a nice little massage here. Circulation is a huge problem in pregnancy, and we're just going to keep things moving, keep that blood moving, keep those fluids flowing through the legs. We're going to reach the arms up, relax the shoulders, and walk your hands forward, just as far forward as it feels comfortable. If you are in your 2nd or 3rd trimester, you can bring those feet a little bit wider apart as you walk the hands forward on your legs. Just take a comfortable stance, placing your hands wherever you feel comfortable. And we're going to rock it a little bit side to side. Head is centered. And breathe. Good, roll it back up. And we're going to go ahead and take a nice little twist here. Since I'm facing this position, let's take the left leg up first. Bring it out to the side to accommodate your growing baby, your growing belly. And we're gonna take the right arm out to the side, wrap it around, and then bring your left hand behind you, open the shoulder, coming into a twist. And breathe. Just open the shoulder, turning your head. And just wringing out all the tension from your back. Now coming back around, we're going to do rock the baby. So you are going to cradle your knee, hold on to the foot, and rock side to side. This is going to help with hips, with hip flexors, and it just feels really, really good. I call this rock the baby. Now, if you can't quite get your elbow around your knee because you've got the belly in the way, hold on to your knee with the palm and the fingers. And you can do this same movement just like that. Next, we're going to take the foot and we're going to draw a circle with your foot. So we're going to draw that circle clockwise first. This helps to lubricate the knee joint. And then let's reverse that circle with the foot. Kind of like you're tracing a circle with your toes. Good. Slide the leg forward and let's take the other side. Getting ready with the right leg up this time. Left leg is forward. We're going to take the left arm out, reach it to the outside of the knee. Open the shoulder, looking over your shoulder into your twist. Relax the shoulders down. Again, accommodating for your growing belly. You don't want to push that knee too hard, but just feeling the twist here. Coming back around, cradle the knee, hold on to the foot. Let's do rock the baby here. Beautiful hip stretch. Lubricating that hip joint. Next, we're gonna hold on to the knee. We're gonna draw a circle with the toes here in one direction. And then draw the circle with your toes in the opposite direction. Bring those legs forward. We're now going to come into pushing pose, which I highly recommend every time you do prenatal yoga. Let's bring those knees up nice and wide, creating space for your belly. Back is nice and straight here. And then round it. So you're gonna sink the spine back, rounding the spine. And then pelvis comes forward, shoulders back, lifting. And exhale, rounding. Inhale forward. And exhale, rounding your back. And inhale forward. And rounding your back. Sitting up nice and tall, let's place our hands right behind us and we're gonna do some knee rocks. I like to call these windshield wipers. We're just gonna rock the knees side to side and it feels so good on the lower back especially. We're just gonna do a few of these before coming to all fours. Let's do two more. Now let's get ready to move on to all fours. Coming up to all fours, spread your fingers and flex your toes if you can. If not, you can just leave your toes pointed. We're going to begin with some cow and cat. Tailbone lifts, shoulders back, looking up. And round the back, curve the spine, chin down. Inhale, shoulders back, tailbone lifts, look up. And rounding your back, curving your spine. Inhale, shoulders back, tailbone lifts, look up. And exhale, rounding. Inhale, shoulders back, looking up. And exhale, rounding the back. Coming back to neutral, we're going to take a child's pose here. Bring your knees nice and wide apart and sit back onto your heels, bringing your arms forward. If child's pose is challenging, you can always try puppy pose with the forehead down, tailbone lifted into the air. Either way, you'll still be getting a good back stretch here. Lifting it up, tailbone lifts, shoulders back, looking up into cow. Rounding your back into cat. Inhale into cow. Now as we exhale, you're either going to come into a downward dog or you can go back into a child's pose or puppy pose. So I'm going to go back into downward facing dog. Tailbone lifts, shoulders back, and here we go. Tailbone's lifting all the way up. Feet are about hip width apart. And you are leaning toward the back, toward your legs. And then go ahead and pedal the feet up and down. You're going to pedal those feet right here. Good. Lift the tailbone, bend the knees, come on down, come into cow pose, and round your back into cat. Inhale to cow. And round your back to cat. Inhale to cow. Open those knees wide apart and come into child's pose. Coming back up to all fours, spread out the fingers, and we're going to do some hip circles here. This is wonderful at all stages of your pregnancy. It really disengages the back. It allows the belly to hang forward and not put so much pressure on your back. And then we're going to reverse these circles here. Let's reverse. Good. Now we're going to come to a standing forward fold. I'd like you to place both of your hands over to the left side, and we're going to bring the right foot forward right here, and then push down on your hands and bring the left foot forward to a standing forward fold. And we're just going to bring our arms forward, allow them to hang, allow them to dangle forward. And then when you're feeling ready, keep your knees a little bent here. And when you're ready, so slowly roll it up one vertebra at a time. And once you're standing, roll your shoulders back and down a few times. We're going to bring our hands to heart center here and interlace the fingers like this. So you've got your index fingers pointing upward. We're going to reach the arms up. Inhale, press the right foot down on the mat and exhale over. This is called blown palm tree, a palm tree blowing in the wind. Inhale, look up at the center. Exhale, press your left foot down as you exhale over to the left in blown palm. Inhale, coming back center, looking up. And exhale over, blown palm to the right. Press that right foot down. Now, if you feel destabilized, bring your feet a little wider apart. Inhale, center. And exhale, blown palm to your left. Inhale, center, look up. Bring your hands back to your heart center. We're going to do a little movement called the sun breath. This is like a precursor to the sun salutations. So just follow along. If you're new to this, just follow along with me. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely, hands in prayer posture. We're going to bring our arms down, around, and up, palms touch, looking up. Exhale, open the arms, swinging forward from the hips. Place your hands right below your kneecaps with a nice flat back. I like to call this cheerleader back. See, like a cheerleader, nice flat back. Next, we're going to place the hands behind the knees, bend your elbows, and look forward. Exhale. Place your hands in front of the knees, flat back, cheerleader back again. And raise the arms up to the sides, looking up, palms touch. And exhale, bring your hands back to your heart center. Good, let's repeat that. Inhale, arms go down, around, and up. Palms touch, look up. Open the arms, swing forward, swan dive forward, hands in front of the knees, flat back, cheerleader back here. Next, bend the elbows, hands behind the knees, looking down. Swing the arms all the way up, palms touch, looking up. Exhale, open the arms. Place your hands to prayer posture. Inhale, arms go all the way up. Palms touch. Exhale, swan dive forward. Hands in front of the knees, nice flat back here. Bend your elbows, hands behind the knees, looking down. Swing the arms all the way up, palms touch. And exhale, bring your hands around to heart center. Good. Inhale, arms go down, around, and up. Palms touch. Exhale, swan dive forward, swing it down, hands behind the knees, bend your elbows, looking down. Hands come to the front, tabletop. Good. Raise the arms all the way up, palms touch. And exhale, bring your hands back to your heart center. Next, we're going to go into our yogic squat. Now, there are many different ways in which you can do a yoga squat. I'm going to show you one way with a blanket under the heels and with your back to the wall. So I've got my back against the wall and I've got a blanket underneath my heels, and my blanket is just a few inches away from the wall. And my feet are a little wider or about hip width apart. So you can use the back of the wall to actually slide down so you have the support of your wall. Yoga squats are amazing to do throughout pregnancy, but especially in the last trimester. So I'm just gonna slide down the wall and I'm going to hold it here. Now you can lean forward and place your elbows in between your thighs here, or keep your hands into prayer posture. Either way, you want to use the wall as a support, and this is a great way to just relax into it. If at any point you feel uncomfortable, just bring your hands forward to the floor. And again, your feet can be resting on a blanket or a bolster, and you can always just like lean back and use that wall as support. So when you're ready, bring your hands forward, press your heels against the blanket and the wall, and just roll it up one vertebra at a time, rolling your shoulders up and back. And there you go, you've completed your standing pose series. Let's go ahead and come down to the mat into sitting pose for our final meditation and shavasana. Coming back to sitting, we're just going to do a little guided meditation before coming into shavasana. Placing one hand on your belly, the other hand on your heart. Focusing inward. Bringing your breath back to regular. Having gratitude in your heart for this time that you spent with your body and your growing baby. If you would like to, you can stay in this posture for meditation and shavasana, or you can go ahead and come to a lying down side position on your left side using your yoga blanket. You can use a yoga block in between your knees here. And just position yourself so that you are completely relaxed. Just taking a moment to allow your body to come back to regular. When you feel ready, wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Gently bringing yourself to sitting, bringing the stillness of shavasana with you. Bring your hands to your heart. Raise your fingertips up to your forehead, taking a bow to your higher spiritual self in gratitude for the time that you've spent uniting your mind, body, soul, and spirit, and for this precious time that you've spent with your baby. Bring your hands back to your heart. Let's bow to each other, wishing peace and happiness. I want to thank you so much for joining me for prenatal yoga. Please do join me every single Wednesday. If you're new to my channel, do subscribe below. Click on the bell, scroll up to all for all notifications. Thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. share with other prenatal yoga friends. And hey, you guys could even have a watch party every Wednesday for a new episode of Prenatal Yoga. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.